The For Monday, August 4th, reveals that Grace Buckingham, Cassandra Creech, deleted Liam Spencer's, Scott Clifton medical history and made a promise to her daughter, Paris Buckingham, Diamond White, over the phone. At the Spencer mansion, John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, checked on Liam and warned about the risk of possible surgery complications. Since Grace hadn't said anything to Liam about the physical therapy he'd need, Finn was suspicious. Of course, Finn's suspicions grew even stronger when Bill Spencer, Don Diamont, admitted he'd paid $1 million for the procedure. There was also some talk about Grace's ex-husband, Reese Buckingham, Wayne Brady, who stole Beth Spencer, Jordan Grace, because of his gambling debts. The wheels were definitely turning for Finn during this whole conversation. At the hospital, Grace got on the phone with the person who's been pulling the strings and warned them to never bother her or her daughters again. Grace also lashed out at a nurse before apologizing due to the stress she's been under. In a moment alone, Grace hit delete on Liam's medical history as she tried to cover her tracks. On another phone call, Grace promised there was nothing she wouldn't do for Paris and her sister, Zoe Buckingham, Kiara Barnes. It seemed like Grace needed to hear Paris' voice since she was so rattled over the apparent threat she'd been facing. Once Finn was back at work on Monday's B&B episode, he pulled up Liam's file on his laptop. Finn realized everything in Liam's medical records had been deleted after his brain bleed. Soon after, Finn headed to Grace's office, where he pointed out that he just came from checking on Liam. Finn mentioned the $1 million price tag on the surgery before asking Grace what was going on. Grace looked nervous as Finn insisted he wanted answers now. In Italy, Ridge Forrester, Torsten Kay, gave Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, an apology since he acted like a jerk after she took the CEO position during the takeover. Brooke asked if that was all Ridge came to say before wondering what he really wanted to tell her. Nick Marone, Jack Wagner, interrupted moments later and led Brooke away for their boat adventure. At the hotel, Eric Forrester, John McCook, spoke to Donna Logan Forrester, Jennifer Garais, over the phone and gave her updates on Nick kissing Brooke as well as having an engagement ring. Donna pushed Eric to find Ridge immediately and warn him. When Ridge came back to the room, Eric told him that time was running out and shared the news about Nick's imminent marriage proposal. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Ridge will race to stop Nick, but the situation's going to come with some twists and turns thanks to a disastrous boat ride.